Yo, what's up? Welcome to Facerocker Podcast number 30.
30.
30 is a lot. We've been talking for 30 hours. This week, we are joined, along with our co-host Matt Arnold, by the LivePrudeGirls. They do a show called Let's Talk About Something More Interesting. That is hilarious. If you're a fan of like awkward humor, between two ferns style, definitely recommend you check it out. Hey, Des.
Hey, Freddie.
I love Video Game High School. I wish I could get some merch from it. Where do I go for that?
Really? That's funny because we sell merch on the RocketJump store.
Guys, check it out. Shop.rocketjump.com. If you want Video Game High School stuff, t-shirts, we got some quarter digital stuff on there too. Check out this poster for season 2. Look how cool this is. You can get this on sale this week.
Get a poster for yourself, one for your parents, one for your brother, one for your sister.
Dogs, cats, animals that you have. Anyway,
everyone loves posters.
As always, please support the podcast, subscribe to it on iTunes, and hope you enjoy. Welcome, everybody, to yet another Facerocker podcast, joined, as usual, by Matt Arnold on my right.
Hello.
And Desmond Dolly.
Hi.
How's it going?
Also on your right.
Also on my right. Both people to my right.
On your righter.
I'm all the way right.
All the way right. Anti-clockwise, even. Today, we are joined by Stevie Nelson and
hey.
Milana Weintraub. Oh gosh,
Hello.
That's gross. You may
for those not watching, there is also audio.
I just took a bong hit.
You may know them as the LivePrudeGirls on YouTube.
On the YouTubes.
They've perfected the art of being making you feel super uncomfortable. And real quick, I need to kick off two things. First of all, I have a cheat sheet in front of me telling you about this. Who printed this out? Who did this cheat sheet?
Benji.
All right, can we
Can we fly in Benji?
Well, just really
fly
quick.
in a Benji, please?
Well, just really quick. Let me just. I think you guys will get a kick out of this. This is what my cheat sheet says. Milana from Uzbekistan?
Is that a real place?
Well, let's start there. Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they got it.
I like
Ding,
these.
ding, ding.
But I love ambiguity in my cheat sheet.
Why do you
Also-
think he was curious? Why was he
It's like,
confused?
maybe you should ask. Maybe it's like the
Is that
parenthetical.
debatable?
Ask her about it.
I mean, keep asking us yes or no questions. I feel like this will go really far.
This will be a easy
Well, then,
podcast.
Stevie, you'll like this. Website bio has her as an actress, photographer, painter, violinist, animal lover, and creator. ... Parenthetical. Everything?
Stevie, just say yes or no. Yes.
Yeah,
So everything. And then just one last thing. And then on the cheat sheet, on a printed out piece of paper, it says link to Good Neighbor episode. http://www. And it's like, what? Am I just going to read this out at some point? Hey, guys, hit up capital WW, lowercase x, capital...
Keep going.
Yeah, forget
Maybe
it.
at some point in the future, the paper hyperlinks will work on paper. Yeah.
Just smash your face into it until you see the video. Anyway,
Whoa.
so we did. So Bernie from Rooster Teeth introduced you
Sweet man.
to myself, and we shot an episode of this that is apparently super de duper not good for the internet.
Yeah.
Which is okay, which is hilarious. But at some point, even if no one else ever sees it, I would love to see this.
It's just really racist.
Towards Freddie?
Yeah. And the thing is, we started off with just a little bit of racism. But Freddie was so down with all of it. That we're like, how can we continue to make him uncomfortable? We just got like more and more and more offensive to and Freddie was still cool with it by the
See,
end
what
of
you
it.
forgot is me uncomfortable in the presence of girls, aka every day of my life. Hey,
There you go. Why don't we explain, because for people who may not know where your show is, now all they know is that it's racist towards Freddie. Why don't you explain to what exactly is LivePrudeGirls and when you guys started and what you guys do on the
Maybe
YouTube?
girls, Matt. they're-
Maybe the dog
girl.
should tell them.
Oh, we'll let Charlie take this one.
All right, Charlie.
Charlie in the booth.
Charlie.
there. Charlie's mic'd
What
up.
it, Charlie? LivePrudeGirls, yes or no?
Charlie's my dog, for those of you who
Also
who are
not
just
watching
listening
this.
in. Yeah, also not watching this.
I love you, Charlie.
Charlie's sort of staring off. He's got the 1,000-mile Vietnam vet stare going on right now.
Charlie's my dog, in case anyone was wondering. Oh, he's so cute. You want us to hold on, Charlie? Stop hogging this mic.
He's such a diva.
Just shut up for a second, Charlie.
Charlie, stop being such a teddy bear. Oh my God, I want to put him in an all denim outfit.
Oh my goodness.
Our show is sort of an interview talk show-ish, but we're acting in it. That's not our real personalities, hopefully.
It's close.
It's coming off kind of like it. This is essentially LivePrudeGirls. What you're doing with Charlie.
Yeah.
Ice burn, Matt. Jeez.
Yeah, you're right. That's
I
our
think it's like
real personality.
the characters are like the best versions of ourselves.
It's the version that you're like, man, I wish I was that person in my day-to-day life.
Yeah, I wish I had the balls to be that person.
Yeah, it's the unfiltered version of us.
Yeah.
And we interview people.
That's it, on our couch.
What? So
Yeah.
and so I've seen all of them at this point, and to be fair, I think the Bernie one is the funniest one
Bernie's
because
great.
Bernie he has the look of a dude who doesn't want to be there harder than like anybody else. Just like something about his facial structure and the way he carries himself is just so good.
I
in that
think
one.
what's interesting about that, and it's funny because that's the one that we've gotten the most shit for. Can
Oh,
I cuss?
really?
I can
Yes,
cuss.
yes,
This
you
is
can
the
cuss.
internet.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
So like it's the one that we've gotten the most like, oh, low blow. Like we made a comment about like his personal life,
Which is
and-
incredible
That was
when you
great.
can pull that in like that. Oh yeah, so go on.
Well, so there's
That was like
two.
my favorite part.
There's two secrets I feel like we could reveal.
Okay.
One is it was Bernie's second time on the show, and he contacted us to be on it. Like he knew what he was getting into. He loves that shit. He played the character, like the uncomfortable character, so fucking well, and he
Yeah.
had no idea what we were gonna throw at him.
Oh yeah.
And then the thing that everyone was giving us so much flack for was like talking about his divorce.
Yeah, like just outing him.
And
Was
what?
there a pre-interview? Did he know
No.
when it was gonna go?
No one gets a pre-interview.
Great.
No,
That's the best way
I
to
will.
do it.
It's, no one even gets a pre anything.
No,
Like
you don't
when
get a
I showed up,
pre-conversation.
Oh yeah, we put you in my bedroom. We're like, get in my bedroom.
and I'm sitting there and I'm like, there's
Camera's rolling.
and they're like, it's gonna just take a second. We need to set some stuff up out here. I'm like, all right. I'm sitting in this like this Silver Lake or Los Feliz apartment bedroom. I'm sitting there like, there's nothing to do here. I started reading a book that you had.
Yeah,
on your
which book
dresser.
were you reading?
One for the Save the Cat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
screenwriting.
Screenwriting book.
Did you learn anything?
I got through about a third of it because you guys took so long. But yeah, you don't get anything.
Yeah.
You just go into it blind. Blind as a bat.
Yeah.
So the other thing about the episode, so people got really offended that we talked about his divorce, but what they also don't realize is that the episodes are all highly edited to be very uncomfortable. And like since you do the behind the scenes with Jim would do whatever.
And
Jim
Jimmy
was-
Lungs.
Good work with the English.
He was totally fine with like everything we threw at him, and I pulled the most awkward reaction possible for him to react to the divorce thing. And so people think it's real,
I see.
and they're so heartbroken that we could like betray him in that way.
Did you show him the cut before you put it up?
No, we never do that either.
And then Matt, I can,
There's
tell you, I can verify that, in fact, because I haven't seen anything
I know. We've
either.
been asking to see it. We're like, can we see it? Can we see Freddy's?
I mean,
Never to be released.
It's like-
Never to be
What's the
released.
plan?
it's like the least artistic thing we could put on the internet. Like, it's no good. I mean, you're great in it.
You did great. We'd love to have you back for a less racist interview.
Yeah. We'd like to redo this interview just like we redid Bernie Burns. This time we'll do it correctly.
and
Yeah.
and less like clanny, Ku Klux Klan.
Will you bring?
Yeah, we won't wear our white hoods this time.
Yeah.
We'll leave the flaming crosses undoused with gasoline. Yeah.
Can you bring Charlie next time?
You want to just do it with Charlie? It'll just be the.
He's in. I'm gonna start charging an appearance fee.
12 billion views later.
I love
Yeah.
him.
Right? He
Charlie's
just doesn't
asleep,
do
right?
anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just sleeps in your arms. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Milan, you say that you do all the editing for this stuff, right? Or most of it?
Yeah, we had some editing help at the beginning, but it's a hard thing to ask somebody to do if you're not going to pay them because it's so much time.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah. So I eventually just learned how to do it myself. Or like we had one girl who was like really good at it, and
What are you
Wait,
using?
are you
Movie
using-
Maker or something like that, or Final
no,
Cut?
Final Cut, man.
No, YouTube.
Just 'cause I'm a
people
girl?
use-
Oh, dang.
Because I'm a
it's
girl,
on
I
now.
use Movie
Movie
Maker.
Maker.
No, everyone starts somewhere.
Oh no, she edits on her iPhone.
The furious
You
sound of
guys,
backpedaling,
this
ladies and
dog
gentlemen.
is so tired. It's so tired.
You know, he'll just nap. He's like a nap buddy. He'll just fall asleep whenever.
I feel so grateful that I just get his tail.
Yeah. It's a unicorn tail. It's like, oh, a tiny ponytail.
His tail is made out of the same thing as your hair.
Yeah, we have the same color.
Which is be hair and a collection of collagen. And
Yeah.
It's the same color.
Better color, though.
do you shampoo Charlie?
Yeah, of course. He's a dog.
I don't know anything about this. I mean, are there dog shampoos?
Yeah.
Like you can't just hit
Lots
up
of
like.
oatmeal based puppy.
Wait, oatmeal.
See, I don't know anything.
Based puppy poos.
I don't know anything about this. Wait, so you can't just hit them up with like the Garnier Fructis style? You gotta use like
You
a
just,
special.
what do you mean hit him up? Just like a spritz?
No,
Just
I'm
like a
saying
spritz
like
and go?
No, I'm just saying like they got all those delicious fruit-smelling flavor shampoos. You can't use that on your dog, right?
They have dog
I-
shampoo that's fruit flavored.
No, I don't. I doubt you
It's
can use
really
that stuff. That
harsh.
stuff's full of chemicals.
Yeah.
and it's probably not good for
So it's
your
probably
scalp.
so it's probably better for you to. So it's probably better for you to do.
Do you have any more questions about dog shampoo?
You guys want to
that I
ask
can
me
answer?
from Uzbekistan again? Or?
Wow, I didn't expect to be grilled here. Jeez, this is a barbecue. God. All right, okay.
Hey.
Oh, wait. Can I ask Milana a question?
Yes.
Uzbekistan?
Yes.
Well, no,
How
it's
did you
Now
guys
that
start?
that's been clear.
I didn't
you
get
guys
the
get
two
started?
question marks.
How did you guys meet? How did that all happen?
Break again stories.
We
Yes
met
or
at an audition.
Let's see if we can say the story together exactly the same. I bet we can.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
We met at an audition.
It was both of our first auditions with our new agents.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
We just hit it off right away.
We
started
both
talking about our
how boyfriends and how they were both from Boston. We
Weirdly.
hated them.
and then we went in together and embarrassed
the director.
Yeah, we embarrassed the director, and then this is really
What does that
uncomfortable
mean?
for the people listening. It's only fun for us.
I get the
that?
impression you've never told
The
this story
story
before.
We tell the story all the time.
Yeah, Matt. Good interview question, Matt.
No, but
Yes,
it's kind of
Yes or no?
fascinating.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you meet as actors, you meet people at auditions all the time, but rarely does it like turn into something as awesome as like the relationship that we have. It's better than any other relationship I have.
It's the only relationship I have.
Because aren't you like predisposed to hate everyone else auditioning because they're all like kind of versions of
We were all
yourself?
vying for the same
Yeah, it's the
role,
same
right?
role and so right. Yeah.
I think that's like a weird. I mean, I think a lot of actors think like that, but I think that's a weird point of view if you're walking into a room being like, I'm gonna hate everyone in this room.
Yeah.
I just choose not to. I just choose to be like, these people are not my competition.
We just found out like right away that we both do improv, and we're like, oh, cool. So like I can stick my ass in your face, and that goes. And she's like, yeah, I'll yes and that. And
That's how we met.
yeah.
Yeah,
His ass, my face. Love at first sight.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Cute.
pretty
You yes-anded it.
Yeah.
So we went into the
God.
audition. It was for a video game. We booked it together, which also very rarely
Oh, that's
happens.
great.
Yeah.
And then like all day on set, we kind of just like played these characters. And then here, this is where we'll finish each other's sentences. So Stevie in character was like, anyway, let's talk about something more interesting. And then I was like, that's the name of our show.
Oh my god.
And that seriously happened. And we tell this story every day.
Is that the name of your show? Though?
Yeah.
Is
Wow,
that-
Matt, cheat
I didn't know.
sheet.
I thought it was
Just-
like, oh, maybe
just
she's
go.
saying
Hang up. That cheat sheet was a
Yeah,
joke
that show-
5 minutes ago.
What's funny is I've seen the show. I just never thought.
The
You
show-
know
Live
what?
Fruit Girls.
You know what else is cool? Is you have a lot of opportunities to research us, and you chose not to.
I just watched your the ice cream sketch.
Oh,
which I
Sundays with Stevie?
Yeah, which I happily enjoyed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Did you
so-
watch?
No, actually, I did. I watched it and because I thought you guys only did essentially I've only seen your interview show, and then I was showing
Cool.
it to the writers, and it was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
How
Yeah.
did you do the blood?
Fake blood.
We fake blooded it.
It's
There you
not
go.
real blood.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, my mouth has been damaged ever since. No, I just shoveled fake blood in my mouth.
Yeah, we made candy glass and put
Was it
it
like
in a sundae.
was it like a fun Sunday like, hey, let's make candy glass and
No.
No, it was like
stressful
panic.
the night before.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
that
like,
sucks.
who's gonna make the candy glass? And like we were just running from store to store getting other things.
Yeah, and trying to find a recipe online. You know how it is
Yeah,
to like
the
make
usual.
videos.
Candy
It's
glass.
always stressful.
Yeah, it seems
Furiously.
fun in the aftermath, and then you're like, that was horrible to make.
The only fun part of video making is the actual part where you're like recording and then putting it up.
yeah, the part where you click upload and then sit back.
Yeah.
And then the part when you like just between pressing the thumb down on the record button and then again on the record
Yeah.
button. Yeah. No, everything else is
Until then, you're just going. And then when you upload it, you're like, oh, okay.
So it's basically one long breath held and released over the course of. Yeah, no, it's horrible.
Just like creative constipation.
Do you have a support crew now, or is it still mostly just?
It's just Milana.
Yeah.
100%. Yep.
You don't do any of the editing or?
No, I'm not.
It's a good deal.
I'm not great at it. It is a good deal. It's a great deal. I'm not. I've never learned to do that. Milana took it on herself, and
Yeah.
Do you find that just like a necessity? Like, did you like was your plan to ever do videos? Or was it always improv and acting, and then you realized?
Yeah, it was always, we just always wanted to be actors, and then I think we had so many friends who were making videos, and it was opening more doors for them. And I was working for Sandeep at the time too.
Oh yeah.
I used to be an intern for Sandeep, who has a show called Legend of Neil, which is one of my favorite web series, and he was like talking about like maybe one day buying a house, and I'm like, you can buy a house from a web series.
You're like, whoa, slow down. House? Purchasing a house.
Thing?
Yeah, so I knew that I wanted to make a web series when I met Stevie, and then it just made sense, and then it just became a necessity to learn how to edit. And Stevie's a great photographer, so she helps with a lot of like the visual stuff and like the set design and things like that.
I create things in my head.
And then you realize them.
Characters, friends.
Yeah. And Milana realizes them for me.
This sounds like a real cushy arrangement, I gotta say.
It is.
Yeah.
Matt, you gotta be, let's do that.
I should do less.
Yeah, you should do less.
Yeah.
You're
apparently,
doing a lot
yeah.
less.
Someone
Clearly.
do less, someone do way too much.
That's the dynamic that's defined every important creative collaboration of the 21st century, the 20th century even. Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. Steve Jobs, Wozniak. Anyway. So I guess my question is, where is, what's the plan then, or do you have any ideas as far as like where do you want to see this going? Like, you have the show going that can go.
Well, you got to get the house, right?
Once you get the house, then what?
That was step one.
Yeah.
Web series and then house.
Got a house.
We got the house.
YouTube bought us a house.
It's empty. It's like really empty.
So buy a house, fill it, make more YouTube videos. Originally it was to make it a TV show.
Oh, okay.
And so we started working on doing that, and the closer we got to it becoming a TV show, kind of the less fun it became. Like, when the great thing about doing things on YouTube is that you have full creative control, and there's no one to tell you what jokes are funnier than other jokes, or how you should look, or
what's too racist.
yeah, what's too, and that's important to us to realize our full racism.
Yeah. We have to be able to be fully racist, otherwise nothing is truthful.
Everything is a facade, really, just an active effort to suppress the underlying racism that runs within. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Places like E and MTV don't want to be as racist as us. I don't really know why.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So now we're just like, I feel like TV is like a cool goal for some things, but making videos is so much more rewarding in a way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it took us kind of developing a TV show to even realize that we're like, this was fun before. Like, this was more fun before.
Yeah.
And it's more enjoyable, and we get to be like creative and artistic, and no one like nixes our ideas, which
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that we won't one day still make a TV show with.
Yeah,
we probably the TV version of Let's Talk About Something Interesting.
Essentially, Let's Talk About Something More Interesting is actually the name of our show. If you take a look at the cheat sheet.
Touche.
Okay, sorry.
But it was the TV version of that. It might still happen. I mean, like I said, anything is possible. But making YouTube videos or making videos where you have creative control is the goal. And I think if you get to work with a network that lets you have that creative control, that would be like the dream.
Yeah, like Tim and Eric. You guys know them?
Are you familiar?
We were just
Do you guys
watching
know
the.
I know
English
Tim.
comedy?
We were just watching the bit from the movie in the other room right before you guys showed
$1
up.
billion movie.
The $1 billion movie, the bit where the titles at the beginning, which is I think one of my favorite.
Oh,
bits of it.
What?
On YouTube, do you guys interact with? No, I was gonna get some because it's kind of interesting because I feel
Don't
like
touch the microphone. You're sick.
He is.
No,
He's
it's
very
too late.
sick.
No one should be touching.
He
this
almost
microphone.
wasn't gonna come in. We're like, we can't do that.
Whoa, yeah, that'd be weird.
Right?
That'd be really rude.
It would just be us.
Yeah, invite us to your show, and then you're like,
And
I'm
by
not
the
going to
way,
show up.
2 people who have no idea who you are, apparently, according to this cheat sheet.
Yeah,
So
it would've been
Matt,
an awkward
continue.
conversation.
Sorry, Matt, continue.
I forget now. Oh, I was gonna ask, how much do you guys interact with your audience, and is that something that, because like at least like from my perspective, it was a weird side effect that I never had any plan or interest in doing when I was directing stuff like that. But is that something that you guys enjoy? Do you do it a lot? Do you kind of try to stay away from it? It's just curious.
I don't know I don't know what is a lot or what is a little, but I feel like I reply to almost everyone on Twitter.
What's the
Everyone.
most awkward fan experience encounter you've ever had?
I honestly, there's one. Well, go ahead. Do you have one?
I mean, I think it's awkward that we have fans. Like, I think that's awkward.
Yeah.
There's still like a weirdness to that where you're like, why do you like us? Like, or why do you even like or watch what we do? So that's weird. But most of like the fans, if you can call them that, are pretty awesome. I have one that's like, I'm doing AIDS Walk this weekend, AIDS Walk LA. And one who has donated like 5 times and like is promoting it on her Twitter and stuff. And it's pretty insane. Like that's pretty incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the same person who I went to Africa a couple of months ago, and she contacted me. I never ask for a donation or anything, but she contacted me and was like, "Hey, what's the charity that you went to Africa with? Great, can I?" And then just sent me like an invoice that she's like, "Hey, I gave him $200." I'm like, why would
You
you?
have fans that just throw money at you guys.
It's so sweet.
The cooler thing is they throw money at things we believe in. It's not even like,
Yeah.
It's even better.
yeah, they're not even handing us money. They're
It's like
giving
one
it.
level higher.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's-
you're doing philanthropic work. Oh, okay. Here's
Me
for that
too.
thing. It's like, what? This is weird. Like, all of a
Yeah.
sudden-
Yeah. They're just like good-hearted, kind people.
Yeah.
There's one really horrible situation that we had where somebody made a song about wanting to kill me
Whoa.
and put
Okay.
that on YouTube. Stevie thinks it's hilarious.
It's only
I filed a police report.
Was it like a video? Like the guy was in the video? Or was it just
No.
a song?
No, he made a video, and so the weird thing for me was that it was a really funny video.
Yeah. It was like very comedic.
It was so funny, but the song was like talking about like undressing me and leaving me on the side of the road to die.
Whoa.
But so
Real quick,
funny,
but
you
so-
guys.
Solo
So
guitar
funny.
or like over piano, Elton John style, or what was that?
Yeah, it was a guitar and
Okay.
vocals.
Okay. All right. So
Completely original.
I'm not sure. It could be a parody.
it's it's based off an old Bob Dylan song.
Wow.
I mean, let's hope it was a parody
Yeah.
on something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
Not just
puts
an
it
original
one,
creation.
That puts it one step closer to the.
That guy
not-
was also trying to create it into a TV show, but he's just
Yeah.
like, I can't do it if I
Yeah.
can't do whatever I want.
When I realized his dreams.
Yeah, so I stick it on YouTube.
Did you ever meet this person?
No, I hope I never do.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I'm scared. You know, it was actually around the time that like all the conventions were happening in the
Yes.
summer, and we were traveling a lot and hugging strangers.
Yes.
And I definitely had the thought of like, this guy could be anyone. And I'm like, what if I hug him and there's like he like shanks me? You know, I did have that thought, but I'm okay now.
You're
I'm
past.
fine now, guys.
You've gotten over your hugging anxiety with strangers.
Yeah, I hug strangers all the time.
I hate hugging strangers.
That's why. Well,
Not
hence-
kidding.
Really?
Sometimes when we
No, I
go
think
into
that's-
meetings, I have to like preface the person we're meeting with,
Yeah.
like Stevie's not a hugger.
Not much of a hugger.
Hey, get in here.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
don't
think
like
there's a
it.
whole new version of. I mean, obviously Freddie knows this. I don't, but it's fascinating to me. Is just there's been no generation where so many young people have been, celebrities in a way with that sort of close connection to their audience. Like you guys are experiencing stuff nobody, like not even like Grace Kelly or those people. It's like you got to be like 30 and you're a superstar and you're in your
Yeah.
Hollywood world. You guys are like literally connecting with audiences so closely, and it's just like. I mean, is it comforting, or is it like obviously that part of it's bizarre, but is that something that now you want to find a way to facilitate more and connect more, or do you find yourself almost retreating from it, being like, this is bizarre? Like if you guys got like 4 times, 10 times, it's just getting bigger and bigger, you'd have more and more, like you could have 10 serial killer songs a year. Would that be like a good thing?
hope one
I hope
day.
one day I can have
I
that
hope
many.
I just get one serial killer
I just
song.
want to be
Yeah, were you
Harrison.
jealous of that? Were you like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm like, why does no one want to kill me?
Well,
Yeah.
actually, the guy first wrote a love song to Stevie,
Oh, that's harsh.
and then wrote a song about killing me.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
Which I just think means he likes me more.
That's
Yeah.
true. If you go
Yeah.
by, 4-year-old boy logic.
Yeah.
I think everybody just wants to be like George Harrison at least once, have someone sneak in and stab him, but they live to tell the story.
Yikes,
But how cool is that? But come on, how cool is that?
That's not cool.
No,
That's
you survived.
scary.
George Harrison survived it. He didn't die. That's the point.
Oh,
Not
that's-
Lennon.
I mean,
Harrison.
No, hey, that's the worst part. None of us knew he survived.
That is pretty bad.
That's the worst
You get all the cred, street cred of getting stabbed without any of the recognition. Like
Yeah.
what the heck?
You gotta die to get the full cred.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a yeah.
Sorry, Freddie.
There goes,
I don't know.
that
50
tree.
Cent got shot 9 times in that tournament and was a superstar.
That's true.
That's true.
50
but-
Cent?
Yeah. 50.
50.
Yeah.
It,
I'll tell you what really turned him a superstar though. Investing in water.
What?
That also works.
Vitamin water.
Vitamin water.
It's like 57. Like he was doing all this.
He's got an energy
We don't know
drink
the
now,
story.
too.
No.
He was doing this crazy. He's doing the rapping thing, and then all of a sudden, like the French glacier or whatever was like, "Hey, we're going to do a vitamin water," and they wanted to use it originally as like club rehydration, and like you make club music. Here you go. Promote it. We'll give you a small share in the company. And then they sold it for like just millions of pounds. He's like, all right,
call.
I just made all my money that I'll ever need to make.
Have you
ever
taken
again.
accent classes?
Is this racist again? I think we're getting back.
That's really good.
Well, have you taken accent classes?
Is there such a thing?
Are there such a
Naturally
thing?
good. They're dialect coaches.
Dialect
Yeah.
sure.
Just-
You can take him at LACC.
You guys, you can pay someone to teach you to do anything.
Yeah.
Especially in this town.
You can TaskRabbit it too if you need to.
Have you been using TaskRabbit?
No, my sister did. She used it she invited someone over to her house to read her bedtime stories before bed for an hour.
Like
and,
just for fun?
and she
Just to try it out?
TaskRabbited it, and it worked. It was like $12.
But that's crazy that you invite a stranger into your house and they essentially watch you fall asleep.
Well, she had an ex-boyfriend there that was there
An
too.
ex-boyfriend.
So this whole thing is weird. Yeah.
Very weird.
Ex-boyfriend, because he let a stranger into the house.
Yeah.
So what is TaskRabbit? That's
You don't know
just
about this?
no.
It's like a crowdsourced app-based. Like I want something done. Like I need groceries delivered. I need
have a
20
good idea.
Apples. Yeah, let's hear it.
Let's TaskRabbit something to the studio.
Let's see if we can task it
That's
by
a
the
good
end of
call.
the show.
It's a good call. All
do
right.
you have the app?
Nope. No, I'll download it.
So, but basically, you can have anything done, and it's like you arbitrarily set the price, and there are TaskRabbits people out there who are making a living in some cases,
Yeah.
just fulfilling strangers' bizarre requests.
Yeah, and some of them aren't that bizarre, and they're all background checked.
Background checked.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
So you can't be a murderer and go.
So it's not like Craigslist. It's not like a free for all.
Well, there's a first time
it's
for
a
everything.
real like.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I got a tag.
Well, I know a
We're
guy.
gonna
I know a guy who he basically does nothing. Everything in his life he just outsources out to TaskRabbit. Like straight up, like go into my apartment. I forgot my keys. Bring it to me at my office. Like that level of like I don't want to think about this anymore. Yeah.
He's practicing being rich before he's rich.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
I
doing
think that
that.
sums up
I don't
a
think
lot
you'll
of
end up
our
being rich if you
culture.
blow all your money on TaskRabbit.
TaskRabbit?
No, but
Yeah.
it's cheap. It's affordable.
Hey, you know what is another thing to do that's fun?
What?
I used to call hotels and use the concierge service like I was a guest there, and have them like make appointments for me, make reservations.
Wait, what do you mean?
They don't
you
know
say
that your
to?
number is not from the hotel.
That's
No.
real smart.
That's insane.
No. They would never ask. Be like, oh, I'm sorry. Can you make a reservation for me at this restaurant? And I have an appointment at this time that I need to be moved to this time. Would you mind calling? And I'll just give them the number.
No way.
And they would arrange it all for me. Sure. And they would ask for a callback number, and I would give them my cell phone number.
That's amazing.
That's
It was-
incredible.
It was great.
Who
Who
are
are
you
the
still
best at-
taking advantage of that? That sounds like a great plan.
You guys do it. I don't do it anymore because now I have a conscience. But
And a manager.
But in a darker time, there's a lot of stuff that you can do in a hotel that's interesting. If you use like the if you use
What?
well, like if you use the phone in the lobby, right? You can call internally to any room. So you call up to a random room and you say, "Hi, this is the front desk," and you make up a name. So it's like, "Oh, Mr. Jackson, we have a package here waiting for you." And then usually
Mr. Jackson.
Well, no, because here's what happens then. Because then they will say, "No, I'm sorry, that's not my name." So I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Who is?" Okay, there must be some problem with the reservation system. So what's the name of your party staying here? And they'll give you their last name. Like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, we'll correct
Where's
that in the
this
system.
going?
Because
Yeah,
then you
it's
have
I know exactly
Freddie,
where
I'm
it's
hanging
going.
up. Yeah.
because
I
then you
have
have
Go
then
ahead.
you have a room number and a last name, so you can charge whatever you want to that room and eat for free at that hotel.
And then you go in and you Harrison them.
Have you ever done that?
No comment on that. No.
Can I tell you about another thing that I used to do? My family used to pip me out as a child. We would go on like family vacations, like say we went to Florida or something, and we would stay at like a cheap hotel. but those didn't have like fun pools or water slides or anything. And all the hotels looked out onto the beach, so they would have guards making sure that nobody came in from the beach.
Because the beach is public property.
Right. So my mom would have me walk in with another family.
Nice.
I would walk. I was like I was maybe like 10, and nobody questions me.
No, of course
So
not.
I'd walk in right behind another family, and then I would go up to the towel stand and get a couple hotel towels, go back out to the beach. I would wrap one around myself. My mom would wrap one around herself, and we walk in like we own the hotel.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Do
It's-
that too, if you don't have a conscience.
That's the version.
I think it's sad. I think it's sad that your mom did that to you. But that's just my personal
I feel
opinion.
like it's gotten me that like go getter attitude that I have
It's
now.
that extra edge.
No, it is.
That willingness to break the rules of society. That's like the sort of richer version of the getting your friends into a movie theater for free
Yeah.
prank, or not prank, but trick.
Yeah, it
which I'm
gets you
sure-
more.
Guys, I'm Russian. We
You
do
gotta
this
pull
shit.
you gotta pull all the stops when you're Russian.
No, sorry, hold on.
Gotta
No,
be
no,
a
no.
sleazebag.
Uzbekistan.
It's similar.
Uzbekistan?
Uzbekistan is the former Soviet Union.
Is it still around?
Tired, Charlie.
You know the answer. The country? The country's still around.
Or the former Soviet Union?
The former Soviet Union doesn't exist anymore. That's why it's called the former Soviet Union.
I like the days when it still existed.
Stevie loves communism.
It was a simpler time back then.
Yeah.
So
Ask us some more questions.
hold on, tell you what. We'll get TaskRabbit loaded up, and
Okay.
we'll have some more ridiculous questions here loaded up as
Ask
well.
ask whoever it is on TaskRabbit to get us a box of donuts, all pink.
Okay, we're gonna
Am I right?
go ahead and get that going, and we're gonna take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Hey guys, how's it going? Jimmy Wong, aka Ted from VGHS here, telling you to check out shop.rocketjump.com. We've got brand new merchandise like iPhone cases and iPad decals to shirts, Blu-rays, and posters, including brand new Season 2 designs from our friends at Danger Brain. There's also the incredibly popular VGHS hoodie, and some of our older shirts are on sale for a great price. So make sure you check it out right after this podcast at shop.rocketjump.com. Thanks so much, guys.
All right, we're going. I
We
guess.
apologize for the shitty chairs.
Yeah.
You know what this chair is actually called? It's from IKEA and it's called the Jeff chair.
Jeff. It's a Jeff with one F.
2 Fs.
2 Fs.
Great.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
All their names are pretty dumb.
I think at a certain point they were naming stuff after like notable fjords, and then after a certain point there's like, let's just make up things that sound.
I'm pretty
vaguely-
sure they have like a whole line of furniture called the Chode.
Really? Have you sat in
It's it's my favorite one.
Yeah.
chode?
Yeah. Beautifully
Or
designed.
maybe it was Grundle.
It was good Grundle for sure.
Chode or Grundle.
Chode. Like the.
They
like-
mean the same thing.
Yeah, it's like then they got ones that are just like it's like the letters. Like, is this the boobschmucked? It's like, what the hell is this? It's like, oh yeah, that's a bedside drawer. That's in aisle 3. I hate IKEA, by the way.
Me
Yeah,
too.
that's
Every
Don't take me
aspect of
there.
IKEA, I hate.
Terrible.
There's no other store.
I like IKEA. I'm
There's
an
no
IKEA
other
fan.
store.
It's a terrible place to take Stevie on a date.
Guys, don't take me there for a date.
Wait, did you have an IKEA date?
No, I
Swedish
wouldn't
meatballs.
go if I did.
I had a
I
friend-
hate IKEA.
I had a friend of
kinda
mine
like it.
who had an
See some
IKEA
art?
date. Straight up was an IKEA date. I was
What
like,
do you
hey,
mean?
Well, she had. It was like a friend of a friend. The guy was like, "Hey, let's meet over here in Burbank at the IKEA." And she's like, "Okay." And then it was straight up then for the next 6 hours shopping for stuff for his apartment. Like, all right, cool.
That's not a date. You
That
don't
wasn't-
take someone on errands with you for a
No,
date.
I know. She was like, "It's the worst experience of my life." That's what she said.
Yeah, give me that guy's
Well,
phone number.
that was
Let's
the
call
worst.
him.
That was the worst experience of her life.
No, dating experience.
Okay.
Yeah,
Matt.
absolutely.
Jeez, Matt.
Did he give her some of his Swedish meatballs?
The answer would be no. They didn't actually.
They didn't
actually
eat?
No.
They spent 6 hours shopping and didn't get a snack.
It was like a post-lunch, pre-dinner type of scenario. Right in between, the dude was like, timed it out just right.
Ugh.
I don't think he really liked her that much.
No, I don't think so either. But I
yeah.
hate IKEA because I don't know what it is about the store, but I've never gone out of the store after going through like the 2 floors of it and like been like, I just want to take a nap and sleep forever right now. Like you just feel so tired.
It's
coming
the
out of
world's
IKEA.
biggest store. That's why. It's too big.
It's overwhelming and annoying.
And no one should. No, it's awful.
I like it.
It's awful.
I feel at home.
I had to break a wall
It's
down
awful.
one time. I got stuck in there.
What?
Well,
Wait,
I'm not stuck.
wait.
Not
What?
legitimately stuck, but I was so sick of being in
You're
there,
so angry.
and I
You
didn't
picked
want
stuff?
to. I didn't want to snake back through the maze one last time to exit the store, so I just kind of ripped some walls apart
Are you
so I
like-
could straight line it to the exit.
I like that you started that story with, I had to break a wall
Yeah.
down once. The reality is, you just wanted
Yeah.
to.
I
It's
just
like a
wanted to.
5-year-old in a
Yeah, basically.
supermarket, just like stuck in the cereal aisle, just like just throwing.
No, I had a temper
You're a
tantrum.
30-year-old
basically.
man.
I like that it started like so dramatic. Of I had to rip a wall down, and then it was like, well, I just kind of like cut a little hole. In
Well,
the
I got slid the partition slightly to the side, squeezed through. It was a little too tight. I probably should have opened it up a little more. Yeah.
It's like starting a story with like, I blew up a car once.
And by blew up, it's like it was an inflatable car for
Yeah.
a birthday party.
I had a
And I
cigarette.
slowly blew it up with my mouth.
It took 3 days.
Yeah.
My jaws were really sore
Yeah.
afterwards. Yeah.
Nothing really happened.
I just asked someone to move it.
Well, actually, I didn't actually do it. It was a small family, small Asian family. That,
Whoa.
Why do they have
Wow.
to be Asian?
There's a lot of Asians in IKEA, man. And a lot of Asians like partaking in the display furniture in ways that are probably frowned upon by Western society,
What's that mean?
like taking naps,
Meditating?
meditating, taking naps, napitating.
I
all
say
those.
the more people
Decapitating.
meditating, the better. Let them.
Yeah.
Decapitating.
Decapitating.
What?
Captivating.
She
Captivating.
said captivating.
Motivating.
Yeah.
Participating.
I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do a thing, and this was like a high school. Well, there we go.
At IKEA, what? Never?
No, never,
What?
Matt.
What?
That's not the thing that you're supposed to
You're
be doing
talking
there.
about?
What?
Masturbating in IKEA?
Ejaculating.
Matt. that
How
was
many
Matt.
people do you think have masturbated in IKEA this year?
Oh,
Just
man.
this year. Just this year.
Have you had the food there? I mean, after you had the food there,
God.
have you not?
Yeah.
It's pretty good food. I do a little percolating after the meatballs.
Does good food make you horny?
Yeah, does good food make
We're
people
learning more
masturbate?
No,
and
that's
more.
not a man. That's not a man thing.
It's
Matt's,
a Matt thing, apparently.
Matt does not speak for all.
Which means
Men.
I'm no longer. We're no longer getting food at.
We
at
have
any
food a
point.
lot, Freddie, you and I.
And at nice places, which means
nice
that
places.
that practice will now end.
Yeah.
I wish I had that. I wish I had that like almanac or book, right, where it's like the weird statistics. Like I want to know how many people have taken a picture with the Leaning Tower of Pisa, like, and pretending to hold it up. Like how many of those photos exist in the world? Your Western bow tie is a little bit crooked.
Bow tie.
Southern.
Southern?
It's a wasp bow tie.
I mean, it doesn't matter what it is as long as it reads as wasp.
Yeah, you have a very kind of like. I feel like this is like a Victorian era kind of like podcast right now with minus the headphones, obviously, but
Right.
And like it's funny she's got her dog there too, like to catch her fleas. Is like
Yeah.
Catch your fleas?
you know, like
that what-
during the time of the plague, people the reason like you always see dogs on people's laps or at their feet was because the dogs would hold the virus of the fleas.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's
Did
how
not know
that's
that.
how it spread. They're like, hey, we have the plague. We should just have rats with us so that the fleas go on to rats.
Dogs.
But it's the same.
Dogs.
That's insane.
Hey, would you watch my dog for me?
Yeah, that's,
Walk
that's-
my dog tomorrow.
Now we know how the plague
I'm
spread.
feeling a bit ill.
Yeah, that's insane.
how do you know that? That's a bizarre fact. To
I
be
know lots
pulling
of
up.
bizarre facts. I listen to podcasts.
That's it, just from podcasts.
Yeah, Radiolab. Sorry,
Radiolab.
I shouldn't plug other
It's a good one.
podcasts.
No, that's a good one. You can,
Yeah, no, guys,
good
Radiolab
ones.
is our main competition, so let's not talk.
Yeah.
We edit that
Same
out.
audience.
I know.
Same audience. Yeah,
You ever had the thing
intelligent.
where have you ever had the thing where it's like
listeners.
you've gone on like a Wikipedia binge and like
Never.
Never.
all right, go
Thank you
ahead.
for asking
Yes or
that.
no?
next question.
Any
Freddie.
other yes or no questions on me? What else do you have
Yeah.
on here?
Oh yeah, go ahead and read the ridiculous cheat sheet.
Milana's credits. That's fun. How do you know this?
He's
haven't
been
even-
stalking
The
you
Google.
for years.
What? I haven't even like
You
put
were
this
on
on
that?
the internet. Yeah.
For
House
what?
of Lies?
Yeah.
You're on House of Lies?
I just shot House of Lies last week.
Really?
Holy
Congratulations.
It's
crap.
probably on deadline. Congrats.
Maybe.
Yeah.
IMDb.
That's awesome.
I got.
This is clearly Benji Googled your name, and that was like the first thing that came up.
We have 61,000 subscribers.
Great.
This is an informative session.
Wow.
Tell us about House of Lies. How was
Yeah,
that?
tell us
That's so-
about it.
You guys.
Because it's apparently news to everybody in this room.
It's such a good show.
It's actually didn't watch the show until I was on it. I shouldn't say that.
Was it your favorite show?
Well, I've only seen the pilot and I thought that was really good, and I
Oh my
love Don
God.
Cheadle.
Oh my God.
But I think it went. You know, honestly, I think I didn't do a very good job.
Oh no!
Why do you say that?
Why do you say that?
Don't tell it.
nervous,
You can't
know?
tell us what your role is, right? Because
I
it
think
would.
I can. I just
Wait.
I play a crazy person.
You do,
That's all I can say.
Okay.
guys. House of Flies is the best show ever.
You haven't seen it.
Are we talking about the same thing?
No, I don't think we are.
What are you
The
thinking of?
Showtime show with Don Cheadle and Ben Schwartz. And
What are you
Kristen
thinking
Bell.
of?
House of Cards?
What show do you think she was on?
man.
House of Cards?
Oh man.
Never mind. I was thinking of House of Cards.
So what was it like working
I
with
was
Kevin
like-
Spacey?
Yeah, I was like, how did who's the why would there be a crazy person? Woo!
It was great. I got to do 2 episodes.
Do you guys talk a lot?
No,
You didn't know
not
she
really.
was on the
No,
show?
only for professional reasons.
Who were you doing your scenes with?
Yeah.
Don Olivieri and Ben Schwartz and Eugene Cordero. It was great because Eugene Cordero and Ben Schwartz have known each other for like 10 years and they've been doing improv together at UCB forever. And I just, like, they would have their bits and I would just chime in once in a while and go, yeah!
They do dirty jobs together?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Snow Pants, I think.
Snow Pants. Okay, that sounds right.
It's great. It's an awesome show. If anyone ever
Snow
comes to
Pants?
LA and you want to see celebrities doing improv, go see Snow Pants at UCB.
Or the Smokes.
Or the Smokes, but they usually don't have celebrities. Or maybe they have monologists. Monologists. Minimalists.
Meows?
Minimalists.
Ben Schwartz is great.
Meowness.
For those who don't know who Ben Schwartz is, you can also see him as John Ralphio on Parks and Rec.
I believe he's coming to our podcast in a couple weeks.
Oh, that would be great.
Really?
He's really funny.
No, I'm just saying that maybe. Have you read The Secret? You kind of just say these things and you kind
Oh
of
yeah,
hope they
yeah,
happen. Yeah.
You
so
call them into existence.
it's gonna happen.
You know what's funny? Actually, we recently had an experience that was kind of like The Secret. Last year, we threw a Halloween party, and to try to get people, like companies, to give us free alcohol, we wrote a pitch with like all of these lies about who we are. But like making us sound like way better, like we have a bigger following than
Yeah.
we do. At the time, we didn't have anything going on, and we're working on a show for this network. And then I went back to look at it this year because we're working on another Halloween party, which you guys should come to.
Yeah, you guys are invited.
Oh, great.
But we won't tell you the details.
Okay.
Because we don't
Because
want your
we don't.
loser listeners to shut up. But anyway, then we look back at the thing, and all of the bullshit things that weren't true last year came true.
Yeah.
Wow, there you go.
Everything,
That
even
is fucking
the
awesome.
ones that we were like massively lying about, like
Like the specificity of the network.
Really?
came
Yeah.
true.
That's insane.
That's great.
So,
So-
what's your
So-
booze
so-
list look like this year?
Did you outdo yourselves again?
Yeah.
We
We're
have
go-
to write a new one.
Yeah.
We have to do it. I was saying, I was like, we should write something crazy like that we can call into existence.
Yeah.
It's like did the spacewalk.
Yeah.
Straight up went to the moon.
Yeah.
So shockingly.
Did crazy guest stars on
Second
House
season
of
House
Cards.
There you go.
You may know me from House of Cards
Yeah.
and also the moon landing.
Yeah.
The one
Yeah.
that we did in 2014,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
And for being the first millionaire to do nothing to get it.
Oh man. That is
Yeah.
bizarre. That would actually
So you write a bunch of stuff that you want to come true. It comes true, and then you get free booze.
That's
You
the
get
one
free-
thing. The one
Nobody
thing
bought
that
it
didn't.
last
You didn't get the booze.
The
though.
one thing.
No.
The one thing that didn't come true.
Was the booze.
Was the
No,
booze.
guys, the party's BYOB.
Yeah, it
So
really
maybe
was.
in a weird way. It became Anyway, I'm not familiar with this at all. I've heard kind of like Oprah maybe talking about
What?
this.
The
What's
secret, or
What
just
is
like
it?
Oh.
calling things into existence?
Or lying? Are you talking about lying?
No, I
Secret's like a 300-page book, which essentially just says if you say you want something and believe it will happen, it will happen.
Just watch the movie.
that is insane. And
Yeah.
this book is like sold. Like
a
people
lot of
have
religion.
Like-
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like what Tony Robbins has been preaching for a while. Too.
Yeah.
But this is like a
Tony Robbins.
I do too.
Who is Tony Robbins?
Big teeth.
Everything he says is true.
Who is he?
Why are we whispering?
He's a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's my dad.
wishing it to be true, wishing it to be true. Yeah, he sells out like Staples centers and stuff.
It's the LA
Centers.
Convention Center. Not that I've ever been there.
Have you gone to a motivational speaking
Symposium?
event?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
I went to a Tony Robbins event one time.
Oh, really?
What was that like?
It's weird until you like totally conform and you're like, I'll drink the Kool-Aid. Okay, sure. But it's weird. It's weird all the time.
Did you get the tapes? Did you walk out with a set of the tapes?
I had the tapes before.
A lot of hugs, guys.
Yeah, before.
Guys, you have to give a lot of hugs at those things.
Yeah, lots of hugs, lots of massaging strangers. I walked on fire, walked on hot coals.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd it feel?
I burned my feet.
How many people go to these things?
I bet a lot.
like
Thousands.
like 6,000.
Everybody gets to go on hot coals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just have a dump
takes all
truck.
day.
They have a dump truck in the back. They start stoking them at 4 a.m. like an old barbecue event, and they just like lay them out on the stage.
On the parking lot in the back.
And I assume this is a weird side note, but you don't have any other IMDb like rivals, right? Like
What?
there's no other people named Stevie Nelson on IMDb, are there?
Yeah, I think there is. There's one before me.
Really?
Yeah, it's a man.
Have you found him and murdered him?
He works in production. He's probably like
Stupid.
dumb.
Probably, yeah, we're just dumb.
No, yeah, he's my rival.
He's
my,
probably really annoyed that you showed up.
Yeah, he's like, where did that come from?
This girl.
What? We have about the same amount of credits.
Oh, this is a competition then.
One or two.
And one random special thanks on a student film.
Just want to promote this
Damn
mug.
it.
Are we
Damn
holding
it.
up our drinks now?
Dan it.
Just want to promote this
Damn
mug. In front of Freddie's face.
Guys, what does this mean? What is VGHS?
It's a thing Matt did once.
Yeah.
Is this a high school?
Oh, who went to VJSS?
VGASS. VG-ass.
It's VGHS.
It's VAG High School.
Vag.
Vag High School.
High school.
Yep.
Somebody already make
That's
that
the
joke
acronym
before?
of.
No, that's the first recorded instance of taking VGHS and calling it VAG High School.
I'm sorry.
What is VGHS? Hey, what
should
is
not be.
What's
Should not be so.
Facerocker?
This would be the podcast that you're on.
Oh.
Now you know where you're at.
I thought maybe it was your sunglass company that sponsored you.
That would be a good idea.
That's also a good name for a sunglass company.
Facerocker.
Facerocker.
That would be
Sounds
good.
painful.
Yeah.
That's actually the tagline. Is you
Sounds
know,
painful.
Facerocker.
The rocket face.
sounds painful. Just rad 90s butt rock. And every commercial.
I like the idea of a sunglasses company having a broken sunglass.
Yeah, that doesn't actually
I think that would work,
advertise.
yeah. Be like a car company with just like a car wreck.
It's just a flaming
Yeah.
car. Our logo is a flaming automobile.
And it's like, we cut to the chase.
What would the name of your car company be, Matt?
What? Fast cars.
Oh, no, he's a man.
Is that
Sells it.
www.fastcars.com?
Fast cars.
That nails
Yeah.
all those people
Look,
searching.
it's like, hey, what kind of car does your son want?
I
He
don't
wants
get
a
what-
fast car.
yeah.
Hey, what do you know? There's a company called Fast Cars.
No one will be like, I don't get what he's selling.
Yeah, exactly. Honda.
What are they all about?
What? But
Fast.
what do they
A car.
mean?
How about you, Freddie?
My car company name would probably be like,
knows.
it'd be like,
That's why he asked.
Yep.
Because I want you to ask me.
no, excuse me, no, this is completely off the cuff. No, I'll do some weird Japanese name.
Like
so they make
Mitsubishi?
It'd
Yeah.
be like Zenhatsu. They'd be like, ooh, what is that? Right?
Not a
Not
car
a Z.
company.
Salmon
Don't
skin
start it
roll.
with a Z.
Yeah.
Don't start with a Z. Why?
Because no one likes any words that start with Z.
Zebra.
Zebra. Yeah.
Boo.
Boo, boring.
Yeah, I agree. Terrible. Boo.
Awful.
Terrible
Everybody hates
idea.
zebras.
Everyone hates zebras?
Xanadu.
now?
Start it with an A.
Xanadu, really, Matt. That starts with an X.
Oh, crap.
Whoa.
No, that's why you don't start stuff with a Z.
Oh, I see.
That's why you don't
Xanadu
start
is
things
an
with the last few
Or
letters
F.
of the alphabet.
You just kind of forget those at the end. You're like, and then those other ones, X, Y, or whatever.
You guys are boring, Milana.
She's not boring myself.
Yeah.
attempting to eat the microphone. At least you're not attempting to eat the microphone like a common.
Let's all ask a question.
Feral beast.
Can we all ask a question that we just want to answer, but we'll ask it to everyone else instead of answering it?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Go.
Yeah,
All right.
it's called the Freddie technique.
Yes. And starting with the Freddie technique, I'd like to ask you all, what instrument do you play?
I don't know. Why don't you go? Did you play an instrument?
Oh, I don't want to answer that. I just want to ask it.
No, I don't play instruments. Does
I don't play instruments.
Oh,
I want to learn how to play the ukulele because it's cute.
okay.
That's it. That's the
Stevie
only.
is classically trained in violin. I'll answer the question for
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Oh,
in
are
the
you?
Mitsubishi method. I'm sorry, Suzuki. Right?
Yeah, same thing. Same thing.
It's also another motorcycle
Yeah, it's
manufacturer.
same thing. It's like,
Right? Is it Suzuki?
yeah, it's like Japanese and cuts corners.
She's really good at it. She sends me videos of herself not playing the violin.
I sent her a video last night to Drake's song, Just Hold On, or whatever it's called, Hold On something, I'm Coming Home. And I was holding my violin the entire time, and like you're under this impression that like it's gonna lead to something, or it's like gonna lead to me playing this amazing solo, and I pick it up like 3 times, I kind of fail, and then it just like ends. It's good.
Do you want to hear the even sadder response to this?
Yeah.
I went home. I got a little bit drunk yesterday. I went home and I was like, oh, I can't wait to make a video for Stevie. And I fire dance. That's my weird hobby.
What's fire dancing?
Like dancing with like poi dancing with balls of fire.
Okay.
Twirling fire, yeah. So I started doing that in my living room, and I couldn't make a video that was as sad as your video. I was like, no, I'm just too good in all of these videos.
Yeah, you're like, that was actually expert what I just did.
Yeah, I look great, so I can't send any of them.
That's fine. Maybe we'll find something that you're bad at.
Oh, one day.
It's not likely.
You guys make videos for each other?
Yeah.
It's cute. We're gay like that.
Yeah.
To each other.
Cool.
We make each other like all sorts of weird things. There are emails I sent her that I would never send other humans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
I sent her a picture of the back of my foot after I got a blister on it with a Band-Aid.
How did I respond?
You sent me another weird picture of yourself. I don't know. You guys, this is our life. We're friends.
Do you have any questions you want to ask that you just want to answer?
Yeah, ask something great.
Have you guys ever been on House of Lies?
I like that as a yes or no question. It hits.
Hey, if you're gonna laugh at my jokes, do it loudly into the microphone.
It hits both of Freddie's favorite ways to ask questions. Ask something you want to answer and make sure it's a yes or no so no one can elaborate.
Freddie really liked that one. That one really made it.
Sorry, this doesn't make for anything that's interesting to listen to, but I'm crying now.
No, it's interesting.
You're interesting, Freddie.
I've never seen a man in a leather jacket cry before.
I've never heard anyone laugh for this long, like in my life.
Oh my god.
No one I know
laughed.
Oh my god. That's horrible.
Saddest thing comedians ever said.
It's true. Comedians never
Nobody in my
laugh.
life laughs.
No.
It's really strange.
No one I know thinks things are funny.
I think part of the reason, it's funny. I was like moving recently and digging through like a bunch of old stuff in my mom's garage, and I found this homework assignment where it said like describe your mom in one word, or like describe your mom in a sentence, and I wrote my mom never laughs.
It's so sad.
That's beautiful. That's a whole story. That's beautiful.
I feel like
My mom makes me sneak into hotels, and she never.
Did she ever see that? Did she ever see that response? I
Yeah.
feel like that's one of those life-changing moments when you like get a kid saying it's that. He just stared she stared at that for an hour.
Did they put that one on the fridge?
I have a similar story where we had to draw, in school where you have to at first grade where you have to draw a picture that accompanies like a sentence that you successfully write. Mine was a picture of a guy smoking. And this is so horrible. I wrote, my dad rolls his own cigarette.
What grade were you in?
First.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I got an A.
She had to. What was she going to give you? A C?
Oh my god.
There's no way.
Oh my god.
I've never laughed so hard in my life. Our parents are horrible.
Those are great.
Oh, goodness.
Fantastic.
What are your families like?
I don't have anything like that. Yeah.
Oh god.
Freddie has good. Freddie's family's amazing.
I got a funky family, man.
Yeah, I love.
But wait,
being
hold
around
on.
your
No.
mom.
Okay, elaborate on that because I'm from the inside. I can't explain what that is.
It's just your mom is so blunt to you and Jimmy, and now that I'm friends with you, just like me. I remember when she first saw my girlfriend.
okay.
Literally, the first thing she says, like, "Matt, you're too fat for your girlfriend."
The first thing she said.
I've met her before. It was the first thing she ever said to me.
That would be amazing.
But like that's how she talks to you guys all the time. So it's like anytime, like if I'm in your house and you and Jimmy are in a room, you're like, here, call mom for something. It's like I just I will not leave for anything. Like I'll sit there and just listen because your mom is so funny.
That's great.
I had a thing where she texted me once after we put the video up, and she was like, "Hey, just saw your latest video. Your acting was mediocre." And that was the entire text message.
That was end.
I was like, thanks. Stop. I was like, thanks, Mom. She's like, you should find some actors. I was like, okay.
I feel like you should start doing a thing where you incorporate some of the weird texts she sends you, like on the show.
I've been trying to get her to send me more text messages.
We had that great behind on Skyhook. You said somebody tweeted you like Freddie's not a good actor, even his mom would think so. Is like what he said, and we had you go call your mom, and it was even better. She just didn't respond.
She sent you straight to
voicemail. Just you staring at your phone, and you just called, and you just looked up at camera, and you're just like,
"That's awesome." I feel like Asian moms and Jewish moms have like that sort of like brutal honesty thing going for them.
Yeah, they don't have that filter of like.
No.
I mean, she said to my friends, like this is the one that really kind of like cements it. She says to my friends the fat thing. She was like, so one friend's like, oh, hey, my friend Reed's like, Reed, you've gotten fatter. And I was like, Mom, like you can't say that. She's like, no, it's a cultural thing because in Chinese it means this, and it's actually. I'm like, Mom, you've been here for like 30 years. Like you can't just say it's a cultural thing anymore.
But it never is anything less than loving. Like that's why it's so great. Like if it was just cruel, it'd be one thing. But like it's so clear that your mom loves you and your brother, but it's just so brutally honest.
Yeah.
And it's just so fun to
it's
listen to.
It's just observant. She's just being really observant. She's like, that's like what 5-year-olds do. They're like, what are all those spots on your face? They're like, they're zits.
You look bad.
Yeah.
It's
like
great.
that.
Wow. How about your family, Des?
My mom has no filter. She says whatever the fuck she wants.
She a
she
Jew?
talks like a sailor. No, she's Irish.
Okay.
Oh, same.
Irish, Polish. And I remember I brought a friend over to the house once. At one point he probably weighed over 350 pounds. He was a big guy. And I brought him over to the house after he'd been working out for like 6 months, and he lost a significant amount of weight, but he was still a large man. And my mom, smiles and she hugs him. She's a very, very loving person, and the first thing she says is, "Oh my God, you look so great. You're not as fat as you used to be." It's like, yes, Mom, that was a very sweet thing to say, although he's not very happy.
Yeah. You're like, drop that second part of the sentence, and it's
you were
fine.
almost there. You were so close. We've been working on this for a while. You almost nailed it.
It's funny. My mom is also similar, and we'll be honest like this. But I have a 14-year-old sister who has like just absorbed a lot of my mom's qualities. So she'll say something like, "You look really fat in that dress." And I'll be like, "Brie, you can't just say that to people." And she goes, "I tell you because I love you. No one else is going to say it to you."
So nobody else loves you.
And it's like, but it's literally what her mom says.
Yeah.
It's like the sentence after that her mom always says.
Every time I come over with Stevie, my mom compares me to Stevie and how much better she is than me.
Yeah, she'll be like, "Why?" Can you do her accent about how she couldn't understand why you don't have a name brand purse?
Yeah. Stevie had like a fancy purse, and I had like a burlap sack. Look at her name. She has brand name purse. Look, she's dressed like a lady. You're embarrassing me. And Stevie was like wearing sweats. We were both on our way to the airport.
The only redeeming thing I had actually was that brand name purse, and the only reason you could tell it was brand name is because it said Louis Vuitton all over it. So it's like I was wearing a horrible outfit, but she could see past it because of the
She
purse.
understood that you were a classy lady underneath it all.
In her defense, that was the day that I was wearing a hat and a cape.
Milana wore a really floppy hat, and then had just gotten this amazing cape that had armholes in it for from a clothes swap, and it was like pretty incredible. But she did look a little bit like a homeless woman.
I also hadn't washed it yet, so it like didn't smell right.
She walked into her mom's house and goes, "Mom, can I get some Febreze?" And her mom's like, "For what?" She's like, "My cape."
Do people wear capes?
She does.
I do.
I mean, like, can you buy a cape?
Yeah.
No, you get it as a clothes
right now at Halloween.
I mean, yes, I thought it was only for like Halloween. Like, I didn't think there was a real piece of
You get
clothing
it
people
when
wear.
someone else doesn't want it anymore.
Yeah.
That's like a cape.
You inherit the cape.
It's like it just gets passed down through generations.
Yeah, they're the things that are like out of production, but you're like, someone will not want that soon.
All right. This has been
feel like
That
we're out
awkward
of time.
pause is a
We are.
perfect
We are
time
out of
to
time.
We are.
end the podcast.
This has been a ridiculous. Yep, that's right.
We have 3 more minutes.
How do you want
Go.
to fill those 3 minutes?
Tell us about what else is going on. Where can people go see all your awesome
Yeah.
stuff?
Plug.
YouTube.com/LivePrudeGirls. It's like live nude girls, but we don't put out.
But more disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But endlessly disappointing.
You
Less
should probably
tits.
change your log line just a little. Just
We actually, a lot of like being women on YouTube, we get things of like, you'd have a lot more subscribers if you showed some boob. And we're like, yeah, but we'd have a lot less self-respect.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. So
see ya.
so goodbye.
All right.
Okay. Bye forever.
the end.
YouTube.com/LivePrudeGirls.
Bye.
That is who they are.
Here's some more boob.
I don't have boobs.